Music tonight on the show, and I am so excited because after a long while I will not be alone on the show tonight. We have some special guests, and kung fina-follow po ninyo kami sa Facebook Kabayan Radio Hong Kong Facebook page, you would already know kung sino ang mga guests natin ngayong gabi. First up, ang ating Inspire Nation series poetic, and for guys like you who are quite young, where do you draw the inspiration? Saan nanggagaling? Because especially now, 2020, especially limited the movement sa Pilipinas, also here in Hong Kong and around the world. So, saan nanggagaling yung experiences and saan nanggagaling yung hugot ng mga words sa lyrics niyo? Because they're quite soulful.
Ay, salamat po. Sige po, sagutin natin. Paano mo? Si Paolo po yung sasagot.
Okay.
Yun po namin alam.
Experience.
Oh, experiences, tsaka sa buhay. Kumbaga, lagi po namin pinag-usapan na bilang isang artist, kailangan mo lang namang, mabuhay at i-live out yung life mo. At yung mga pumapasok na experiences sa'yo, in everyday life, may makukuha ka from it. So, yun po ang Although sometimes we feel like it's both a blessing and also a challenge kasi we feel too much. So, bilang isang artist, you really feel a lot of things. So, as something as simple as nahulog ka lang sa upuan, may nafe-feel ka na. So, parang, yun, kumbaga, pero at the same time, ang ganda masarap ng feeling po kapag nalalabas namin siya together.
So, our next question would be, sinong Ben ang rule breaker sa inyo?
Rule breaker?
Si Andrew po.
Sabi po ni Andrew, si Andrew daw.
Anong mga pakulo ni Andrew usually na
Ako madami ng pakulo yan.
Ito po, may iba na ako sa ulo.
Opo.
Oo.
Sige, go ahead.
Marami pong pakulo si Andrew. Yun lang po yung sabihin na.
Meron akong pinapakulo.
So pagdating sa creative differences, how do you handle it? Kasi marami kayo. And siguro iba-iba din, may mga kanya-kanya kayong mga taste and style and interests, right? So, how do you handle creative differences? Sino usually ang nasusunod? Sino ang mapagbigay?
Matagal po. Hindi ko alam mo si...
Liwanag po nung araw, sumama sa
nga eh. Timing eh.
Ayan, tinabi ni Lord doon.
May spotlight.
Matagal po na usap.
Opo.
Mga ilang oras.
Mga 5 hours per conversation. Yun po. Sinisigurado lang po namin na lahat talaga ng bagay naman ay napag-uusapan. At actually, doon sa pag-uusap na yun talaga lumalabas yung best idea. Kasi, kumbaga, may idea ko, may idea ka. Very challenging. Siyempre, pag magkasalungat sila. Pero, as long as that conversation happens, it will bring about a way better idea than any individual could have thought of. And we really are proud.
Nandun din yung magic talaga ng pag-perform namin in front of many people. Kasi sobrang hindi lang kami yung nagbibigay or hindi lang sila yung nakakatanggap. Pati kabaliktaran, dami rin namin natatanggap sa kanila via messages or yung sobrang ramdam namin yung pagmamahal nila habang nakikinig sila ng music namin. And actually, dahil din doon, marami din kaming mga nabubuo na galing din sa mga kwento ng mga nakikinig sa amin. So yun, kahit na dati, kumbaga, before kami nagbanda, gusto lang talaga namin nasa kanya-kanya kaming mga shells namin. Pero dahil kasali talaga yun, natutunan na rin namin siyang ma-appreciate. Yun.
So, you're more powerful together pag magkakasama kayo, but you're also comfortable being alone and being with yourselves. Oh,
Very
wow.
true po.
Nice.
Well said.
After so many performances and mga tours ninyo, kinakabahan pa rin kayo?
Opo. Kinakabahan pa rin po kami.
Lalo na po kapag new song.
Wala
Yeah.
mo, pag bagong kanta. Pag bagong
And then-
kanta po yung tinutugtog, nakakakaba talaga siya.
Is there...
Saka-
sige, go ahead.
Hindi, kasi parang, kaya po kami kinakabahan palagi. Kasi gusto namin galingan. Gusto namin ibigay yung 500% namin. So, every time na gano'n, lagi kang napapaisip na parang kailangan ko talagang ibigay yung todo sa akin. So parang doon nanggagaling yung kaba, but at the same time, doon din nanggagaling yung passion sa performance.
Any memorable performance na hindi nyo makakalimutan or has had an impact to you as a band, as a musician, as a performer?
Ako, yung UST Paskuhan na mga, ilan yung mga 700 or something?
100,000.
100,000?
100,000.
700.
700,000?
Wait, parang hindi lang 700. Mga 100,000
people.
Tapos, merong isang moment na pinataas po ni Miguel yung mga ilaw nila sa phone. Tapos, grabe, parang 180-degree view na puro mga ilaw. Wala.
Wow.
Very moving na moment yun for us.
Buti hindi kayo nag-freeze or hindi kayo nag-stop just in awe sa mga nangyayari.
Nag-freeze po kami.
Hindi, ano lang po, muscle memory na lang po yan. Pero yung diwa namin nag-freeze na.
Kaya ganda na. Yung diwa.
Wow. So actually, we're looking forward. There are about 300,000 Filipinos here in Hong Kong and of course, other nationalities. So I hope one day your experience na yun would be here in Hong Kong naman. In Central. Sana you can join us. Pag bumalik na yung travel, pag mawala na yung restrictions. Okay, next question would be, sino ang Ben na pinaka-realist sa inyong lahat? Sino ang pinaka-practical? Sino ang pinaka-pragmatic sa inyo?
Agnes ba? Tatlo na lang, it's a tie. si Agnes, si Poch, tsaka si Paolo.
Pagdating sa... Yeah, sige, go ahead.
Si Andrew din na po practical. Volunteer.
So, pagdating sa music scene ngayon sa Pilipinas, would you say sa mga aspiring na mga musicians ngayon, is it something that they can realistically achieve or something that they can aspire to become their careers one day, to be a performer, to be a musician in the Philippines?
What a question. Diba?
Feeling ko nga ngayon, mas posible kasi the world is literally your stage kasi mag-Facebook live ka lang, tapos invite mo yung mga friends and family mo na manood. Instant performer ka na, di ba?
Yeah.
Same. So yun po, mismo. Tsaka it
Sige.
really matters na just tell your story.
Pagdating sa balancing your passion in performing and in creating music, and of course yung economic side naman na, is this something that you can turn into something for a living? Is that may nagbago na ba sa Pilipinas? Is that more easy now, or because of social media and the streaming platforms, or may challenge pa rin until now? Because before, pag sinabi mong musician, may CDs, may tapes, may plaka, and tangible yung na nakukuha ng mga fans, and now it's streaming, it's downloads. Anong mga challenges at anong mga advantages naman na napansin ninyo?
Well, I think it's both a gift and a curse that making music is so accessible, because though the world is your stage, the world is also everyone else's performer. Or it's hard to kind of find a way to set yourself apart, especially when you're starting out and you feel like there's a certain someone that you have to be accepted. But when you find yourself and you really take the time to figure out who you are as an artist, it becomes a lot more, not easier, but it becomes more fruitful, or it becomes more effective to to make your place as an artist in a world full of many creative and many talented people.
It's become a reality though po, talaga. As with a lot of other industries and fields of work na during the pandemic, it's been really tough for a lot of musicians. And yung kumbaga, kasi pag musician ka, ang kabuhayan mo talaga ay live shows. So, kumbaga, pag nawala yun, it will really feel like, nawalan ka ng parang stability. And, we've seen a lot of friends, colleagues then become a lot more creative in terms of how to sustain yung kabuhayan po nila. Kunyari po, well, if we speak for yung group namin, we moved in together. So, kumbaga, that's an example of, you see a lot of artists exploring different ways of streaming, different ways of being able to present their art online. So, yun po. Very challenging talaga rin ang nangyari ng pandemic. But it's also amazing to see the creativity it brought out in a lot of people.
And so, talk to us about your Valentine track, itong Inevitable. How did it came to be and kumusta ang response ng fans ninyo and your followers?
Yung Inevitable po ay ginawa namin over the Christmas break. And then we put it out Valentine's and it was inspired by the experiences we've had over the break individually kasi we weren't together on break. In fact, most of parang siguro more than half of the process of making Inevitable happened while we were not here in the Ben&Ben house. It came together when we got back. Tapos, we released it and also it was used by Smart for a project with Philippine and Solitude. So we were also very ecstatic about that. And really just honored to have that kind of collaboration in our journey so far this year. So, for the response of people with regards to the song, we're very happy to be able to explore different sounds po, other than what we've started with, and to see people be open to receiving that kind of sound, that kind of something different ba. Masaya po kami talaga dun. Kasi as creatives, gusto rin namin mag-present ng something na bago, something na parang hindi nila narinig before. And I think, in a way, we were able to do that po with that song. And that's why that song is so special to all of us.
Yes. And we're so looking forward to more music coming from you. Actually, on a personal note, I want to say thank you so much for making 2020 even more bearable with your music. There have been so many times na nagta-travel kami dito sa Hong Kong, and while we're traveling, yung music ninyo nagpa-play. And thank you for giving us such elevated OPM and something that we can really be proud of. And we would love to play more on our station from your music, Ben&Ben. So, what else can we expect from you? What else can we expect from you very soon?
Well, very soon. We're working on a new song. We're working on whenever we release a song, we think about a lot of things po in a way. Kasi nga, again, going back, it's a story. So the best way to present that story is something that we come up with together. And right now we're doing that. But also, we're doing that while we're moving out. So we're moving out po dito sa bahay.
Oh, okay.
Kung saan kami nagsistay. Maglilipat bahay po kami. Kaya po, yun po yung life update namin ngayon. Sa lahat din ng Liwanag na nanonood ngayon. Opo, lilipat po kami ng bahay. Kaya po kung meron po diyang may tracking service. So, yun po, lilipat po kami. And we're working on the new song as well. So,
Yes, more bigger house and more music. And how can your fans follow you, especially those here in Hong Kong? Paano nila masusundan? Makikita ba nila yung lipat bahay sa vlogs ninyo sa Ben&Ben TV?
for sure po si Agnes po masipag mag-video sa amin. So, i-video niya po yung pagbubuhat namin ng mga balikbayan boxes namin. At makikita niyo po siya sa mga social media accounts namin. So, follow niyo lang po kami, Ben&Ben Music, sa Spotify po, Ben&Ben.
May Ben&Ben House group page din po kami sa Facebook.
Opo, ayun, so lahat pala nung nandun sa Ben&Ben House Facebook, lilipat din ng bahay. Kasama namin.
So before we let you go, ano naman ang mensahe ninyo sa napakaraming mga OFWs na miss na ang Pilipinas and are so grateful for bringing us home closer with your music?
Miss na rin po kayo ng Pilipinas at kung nasan man kayo, wala yan sa lugar. Feeling ko lahat tayong Filipinos family. Family talaga tayo. And thankful rin kami na yung music namin, it helps really remind you of home and your families out here. Lahat ng ginagawa namin, hindi lang siya for entertainment, pero we're really doing it to actually spread love and spread faith and hope for us.
Connect us with each other.
And connect us with each other. And so yun, we're happy na we're here for you. And thank you also. And for sure yung family nyo here are more than thankful na for the sacrifices that's been made, especially at this time na pandemic, pero hindi tayo kayang i-pin down ng pandemic. Lalaban pa rin tayo.
Yes. Gusto rin namin magpasalamat sa lahat ng nag-welcome po sa amin, sa lahat ng napuntahan naming countries at natugtugan, gaya ng sa Hong Kong, sa Singapore, sa Dubai, lahat po ng OFWs na talagang tinanggap kami ng buong-buo ang music namin at maging kami nung may mga nag-tour pa sa amin sa mga lugar na yan. So, salamat po and ingat po kayo palagi.
And we hope to see you very soon pagkatapos nitong pandemic na to. And our thanks once again to Miss Chen and Sir Nicolo for facilitating this, and also to Miss Riza for introducing me to Miss Chen. And you guys, we are so proud of you, and we are just hoping for more good things and great things for you. And maraming salamat talaga for such wonderful music. We love your music here in Hong Kong, and congratulations sa lahat ng mga achievements ninyo. You deserve it, and thank you for getting together and creating such beautiful artistry. And wow, believe Kabayan Ben&Ben. Thank you so much. Thank you. Making its debut in Hong Kong, here is Ben&Ben's brand new music, Inevitable, playing now here on Hit Music Central.
Here's another hot new OPM.